I did something over the weekend, and yeah, I guess I'll just show you. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl. Why do I always talk with my hands? Oh my god, start over. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome, and I invite you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I promise you'll love it here. I have a little bit of everything for everyone, so definitely subscribe. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back and thank you for being, part of the gang. Today's video is pretty much going to be about MicroLocs, and I got MicroLocs. You guys aren't going to see it right now only because I'm not super comfortable yet, but I'll show you guys at the end of this video what's going on. But yes, so I got MicroLocs installed Saturday and Sunday, and there's going to be a separate vlog that's going to document my 1 month journey. So yeah, stay tuned for that. So I'm not going to give you guys too much details, but this is just going to be a quick brief description of just like how everything went, what kind of locks I got and stuff like that. Yeah, let me talk about my experience. So first day, Saturday, I got there around 9 o'clock. We finished up at 8. And the second day I got there around 9 o'clock and we finished up at 6:30. So it definitely will take some time. So I'm not going to tell you guys who my stylist is just yet, only because I want to make sure that I really do like the install and that I have no issues with it. So I don't want to like recommend them prematurely or anything like that. But let me just say, thus far, my stylist was really great. She made the experience good. She asked me what I wanted. I showed her pictures and she kind of gauged it from there. Now, what I showed her isn't what I received initially, but only because if you don't know, when you first get SisterLocs, I did not get SisterLocs. When you first get MicroLocs, they are very thin, they are very skinny, but as they mature, they get thicker in size. So where they are right now is not where they will be in a month's time, and then where they are in a month's time is not where they'll be in a year's time. So it is definitely a process, but I already knew that going into it, so I'm not tripping. I don't think she did anything wrong, but I just want to make sure that at least for a month, when you see my month vlog, you'll see how I truly feel, and I'll let you guys know who did my installation if it's good. Alright, so boom. So I got the MicroLocs, and the method that was used was the interlocking method. Now, the only thing I will say is that I thought I was going to get the two strand twist interlocking method, but I didn't. And honestly, it's not that she didn't do it. I didn't communicate that well on what I wanted, but as I seen her doing it, I kind of like the look of the interlock method, so I'm here for it. And then I seen that the method that she used can still give me the look that I want, and we have to do a consultation. Well, I don't know if everyone does a consultation, but I recommend doing a consultation. So during my consultation, I told her like one of my main things was the texture. I love the texture of MicroLocs, so I think the interlocking is a result of how most women get that texture. So hence why she didn't make the mistake, but I didn't communicate well enough, because I now see the difference between the two strand twist is literally just two strand twist and then they interlock the roots, whereas interlocking is like they interlock the entire strand of hair. So let me reiterate what I was saying because I was so distracted by the camera getting dark. So when I asked for her to do my hair, the one thing that I emphasized was that I wanted to be similar to SisterLocs, and the interlocking method is the most like SisterLocs, in that they are interlocking from the root to the tip. So that was the process and style of the MicroLocs that I chose to go with. So for sizing, I said I didn't want it too small. Once they mature, I want them to be thick. I don't really care for the thin. I guess width and size is subjective, because there are some people who think it's not thin enough, and I'm afraid that it's too thin. But again, I won't be able to tell until they mature, so just trust in the process and see what happens as time go on. But I knew I didn't want the really small ones. I don't have a count of how many locks I have. I'll do that later down the line, but in my mind I didn't want anything more than like 350. I was saying that anything between 300 and 400 was good enough for me. I know some people, they have like 600 locks or 500 locks, and that's honestly too much for me personally. I want them to be thick but not too thick, you know what I mean? So that's why I think 350 to 400 is the range I want to be in, and hopefully I'm in that range, but we'll see. The lock tissue that worked on my hair, y'all, Miss Ma'am was making sure she got the super parts. I love that for me. So she did do that. Let's talk about pricing. So I'm not going to tell you guys how much I paid, but let me say this. So MicroLocs can range anywhere between $700 to honestly up until like $2,000. Let me pull back. Let's talk base. So the base payment for MicroLocs would be, I think, starting from like $700 upward to like maybe $1,200, and I think that just comes from the person who's installing it, and how they choose to charge or what base they want to start at, right? Then from there they calculate length. Anything between 3 inches and 4 inches, they charge an additional amount. So it could be $30, it could be $50 per additional inch per hair. Now when I first heard that, I'm like, that's crazy, but honestly, because it is a process, you will have to pay the additional fee because it does take additional time. And I realized that once I was in that chair. Yeah, it takes a long time, because one thing, even my stylist says that my hair shrinks up. So when she was actually parting it and, you know, interlocking each strand, like the stretch was crazy. So the way she gauged it wasn't necessarily the reality. Now I gave them the inches of my hair, so they already knew the inches, but again, once she seen it, you couldn't tell off the bat. It was just one of those, as you're doing it, it's like, oh, your hair is kind of long. I don't mean long like down my back, but like for this part, like it was long enough. So yes, they do charge an additional price per inch. So that it could range from $30, $40, $50, $60, whatever. So they add that to the bill. When you have longer hair, it's possible for you to have to pay double the amount, because like I said, let's say the base pay is $700 and they charge $30 for every inch over 4 inches, and you have 12-inch hair. That's a pretty penny. And also when you have longer hair, it will take more time. So for me, it took 2 days, like 15 hours, or plus the break, so like 12 hours. It took about 12-13 hours in total for her to finish my hair. They gave me the password to the Wi-Fi, so I was able to attend my class on that Saturday, and then Sunday we were just like watching Netflix and things like that. So it's very important to pick a environment that, you know, you could do something in, because like I said, it's going to be a long day. Now for me, I was going back and forth with the idea of if I wanted MicroLocs or if I wanted SisterLocs. SisterLocs look super cute, and again, they're like the holy grail of MicroLocs, because I don't know if it's because I've seen it and I liked it, and then ever since I just kept hearing about SisterLocs, but I think that's like the top tier of locks. And when I say top tier, I don't mean the best types of locks, but it has its own little like you know what I mean? And with that comes an increased price. So with SisterLocs, you're looking to starting with like maybe $1,600 and upward. I think I've maybe seen like one salon in the New York City area that offered SisterLocs, and I think her starting price was actually $1,700, and then it was like $100 for every inch after 4 inches. So yeah, it's pretty costly, and it will take some time. And the girl in the salon was getting SisterLocs right next to me, and I was just looking like, whew, that's a lot of hair. And they're really thin. So if you're into like really micro, like micro locks, then that might be for you. Then also there's a specific grid that they have to follow to complete SisterLocs. Is definitely like a trademark style. So yeah, like that one is like very elite in that it has a lot of requirements for it, and then also not everyone can do it. The reason why it is so expensive to get installed is because it's not a typical process in getting locks. So let's talk about why I chose MicroLocs instead of SisterLocs. I think everything I just mentioned was pretty much a reason for why I went ahead and went with MicroLocs. One, what attracted me to SisterLocs was the texture, and like I said earlier, you can achieve the same texture with MicroLocs. It's just a different procedure. Additionally, what made me not pick SisterLocs is the fact that SisterLocs, upon seeing them, they are really small, like really small, and like I said before, I don't think I would want locks that small. When I was asking her if I could combine SisterLocs, she told me no, it would be difficult because, or actually she told me flat out no. She told me no because SisterLocs are done on a specific grid pattern, so it's hard to combine them. Whereas with MicroLocs, if I decided down the line that I wanted to combine them, I would be able to. So once she told me that, I was like, sign me up for MicroLocs. And then also when she started talking about the prices, and I was like, that's a lot of money. And then also to find someone to do my locks would be another issue, because the person who installed it lives pretty far from me. Like, yeah, pretty far from me. I mean, like towns, like the commute for me, I take public transportation. So the commute was 2 hours going and then 2 hours coming back. You know what I mean? Because just not a lot of people offer that. And then the one person who was in Brooklyn, yeah, she was booked up. She never even got back to me. And I'm impulsive, so once I decided I wanted this, I was out. I was like, all right, book it, down payment, let's get the ball rolling. So yeah, with the SisterLocs, it's very hard to find a stylist who is available who will do it for you. So keep in mind, once you get it done, you have to get it retied every 4 to 6 weeks. They don't recommend you let it grow out like you would or you could with traditional locks. Traditional locks, you could go a little bit over and you'll be fine. SisterLocs, you want to make sure you get done within the 4 to 6 week span, only because anything more than that, they will charge you extra, and it will be a little bit more difficult to, get through. Yeah. So SisterLocs, it would have been hard for me to find someone who could do it because it's not something that all locticians practice. It's only a select few. You have to be certified to do it. So that's slim picking. So it's like, if it's already hard to get an installation appointment, imagine how hard it would be to get a follow-up every 4 to 6 weeks. Whereas with MicroLocs, you could kind of go to a regular loctician and they could kind of, complete it for you because it's not that special grid. I've been natural for quite some time, so my hair was already, I think, in great quality for me to go ahead and get this process. And again, it's more expensive for when you have long hair. So once I did the calculation of how much it would be for to get it installed plus the additional inches, it was like, yeah, just go ahead with the MicroLocs, because there's so many stipulations that I would have to go through just to get the SisterLocs, whereas with the MicroLocs I could achieve the same look and then be able to find someone to do it, combine them if I wanted to in the future, and save some coin, honestly. So yeah, that was the deciding factor. So I guess I'll do the unveiling. Yeah, you guys ready? Okay. So here we go. These are the locks. You see them? You see them? I think they're so cute. Now, I don't have any edges. I've never had edges. I low-key feel like I have alopecia. I never actually got clinically tested for alopecia. But yeah, this it's just been non-existent. And I'm not talking like I got braids and they fell out in middle school, or I got perms and they fell out. No, y'all. When I had nothing done to my hair, when I was just a itty bitty toddler, I had no edges and they just never grew. My mom didn't put the tension on my hair, none of that. Like, I literally had nothing for there to be tension. Like, I just didn't. And honestly, y'all, I'm gonna be so honest with y'all, because I'm living my truth now. Like, before I would hide and lie about it and things like that, but like, I've never had edges, and I'm pretty sure people knew I didn't have edges, but I never told anyone. I would like try to camouflage it, you know. People be making their little jokes like, no edges, da da da, and I used to get real quiet because they was talking about me. But nah, I don't care. I mean, I care because I want my styles to look good, but I don't care in that it's not my fault. I can't help it. Again, if I would have like pulled down my edges from braids or stuff like that, then like maybe I would feel bad. But y'all, I ain't never have none. Whatever. But what I'm hoping is with these locks that maybe they grow. So this could be a test for that too. For everyone with thin edges or no edges, we'll see how it works when you get SisterLocs. I mean, not SisterLocs. When you get MicroLocs, if it'll grow. So I only have like 3 here that she was able to create, which she said, which is more than likely going to loosen out. And then I have like 1, 2 on this side. Like, this is the bad side. So I always like this. I could camouflage it more on this side. This is the side that I be showing everybody. But yeah, so I'm hoping with the SisterLocs that, why do I keep saying SisterLocs? I'm hoping with the MicroLocs that that'll also be something that a miracle will happen where my edges will grow, because I'm tired of y'all talking about people with no edges. We can't help it. We cannot help it. Okay? Mind your business and just be grateful that you got them. But yeah, so you can't really see much because it's all tied up, but I will include a picture of how it looked when it was loose. Again, I don't know how many I have, but this is the size, and probably I'll take this out over the next, probably in like 2 weeks, maybe wear it loose. I do want it to get that worn out look a little bit. So as you seen, I was wearing a wig. Why I was wearing a wig? Because I went to work today and I didn't want to show up brand new. They used to see me with some type of hair on my head, so I was like, we're gonna do this until I'm comfortable wearing it loose. And I literally only put the wig on today to go to work, and I'll probably put it on tomorrow to go to work, and then I'll probably put one on when I go out this weekend. But that's about it. Like, I'm not one of those who was like, I need to wear a wig, I need to wear a wig. I know I ain't got no edges, but it's okay. Like, I gotta love all of me, so I gotta be able to put all of me out there to the rest of the world. And honestly, I really don't care. I really don't care at this point, because it's gonna grow. It's gonna grow. Let's affirm it. I'm just gonna come in nice and strong and flourish, because the reason why they haven't been growing is because I was destined to get these MicroLocs, and now that I finally got them, God is gonna be like, all right, you listen, now watch your hair flourish. But yeah, I pretty much think that's it. I need to eat something before I start this class. But if you made it to the end of this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be bringing you more content on my journey with the MicroLocs. I'm happy I finally did it, and I just can't wait to see where I am in a month. Honestly, like, I'm literally just looking forward to the 1st month and the 6th month, and everything after that is bonus. And I will be having a full 1 month vlog coming towards the end of September. Look out for that. And yeah, I will catch you guys in my next video. Have a good one.